Okay, so Men in Black came out in 1997, and when the movie came out in 1997, the movie was huge. Men in Black ended up grossing millions. One of Will Smith's best movies he's ever made. I saw it in 1997. Basically, me and my cousin used to watch it all the time when it was released on VHS in the late 90s. With the Blockbuster, watched it. You know, I watch it every day, every day, every day. Pretty good movie. Basically, the plot. When I first heard the movie Men in Black, I thought it was Man in Black, which means the white is a white guy and a black guy. That's what I thought. My 6, 7 year old mind couldn't grasp the fact. But when the movie hit, I think it was the summer of 1987. It was huge. Basically, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was canceled a year earlier. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was canceled in 1986, and this is the time where Will Smith was filming. During the last season of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, season 6, Will Smith was filming Men in Black. Now, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air could have lasted another 2 or 3 years. Will Smith was tired of doing TV shows, and so he just said he wanted to do movies. He wanted to further his music and movie career. Since the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air ended in 1996 of May of 1996. I was like 5 years old when the show was canceled. He has not done any TV shows whatsoever in the past 25 years. That's a long time. In 25 years, we're going from 96 to 2021, 25 years. He has not done a single TV show in his 25 years. And when the show ended, he was 28 years old. He's 53 years old. That's a long time. You know, from his youth, from a young guy from 28 years old to 53, he hasn't done any TV shows. He's a good actor. I think I like his movies, but I think he wanted to do movies so he can spend more time with his family. He said he was working so much doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, working 12, 13 hours a day, 14 hours a day. He didn't have time to spend time with his family, so he decided to go into the movie career in the late 90s. So all he's been doing over the past 25 years is making movies. This is good, but I always thought he was better as an actor. As a TV actor, he was funny on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was able to bring out his personality, his goofiness. And I wish the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air lasted longer. And I hope they do maybe a spinoff. If not a spinoff, a reboot would be good. But the movie was pretty good. The movie's about aliens. You know, it's about a guy who gets turned to an alien. He starts terrorizing the world and stuff like that. So, you know, you have the white guy who has to befriend a ghetto black guy who's a cop, an agent, and then they become good friends and they have to save the world from aliens and stuff like that. It's a pretty good show, good movie. They turned it into a mini series in the late 90s. I remember like in 98, 97, 98, they did a TV series called Men in Black, animated series, which was really good. The movie's entertaining. I remember how huge it was back in the late 90s. I remember all black people were excited to see a black guy, to see Will Smith doing something. And the funny thing is, she did Independence Day in 96. I remember I didn't go to the movies to see that in 96, but I remember when it came out on VHS tapes. It was a good movie. It was boring and entertaining. There were some scenes that were slow in Independence Day, and then there were some scenes that were good in the movie. I thought it was too long, a 3-hour movie. I did like the scenes with Will Smith and Alien. So it was something weird. Independence Day had Will Smith as a superhero who beats up aliens. And then you got Men in Black, which came out in 97. So I think Will Smith is into comic book. I don't know, he's not into comic books. But I think Will Smith is into alien movies. That's really all he does. It's kind of like alien movies and stuff like that. But Men in Black was a really good movie, very entertaining. And then they had a sequel which came out in 2002, which was not as good as the original. It was okay. And then they had a third movie that came out 2012, a decade later. But I think the original movie was the best. It's your hair piece.